Welcome to the Dawg Chug podcast. Is that her name? Jeez, what a day it's been. Roger, how are you?
I'm doing good tonight, Andy, considering everything that's going on. I'm rejuvenated with the news today, and that's I'm going to leave it at that. So
Okay.
I'm doing better. Yeah.
Let's not even talk about it. I mean, people come on to hear what we think
drama-free.
about the Browns, and there's a huge story around. Let's not even mention it. That's the last time we're going to mention it. And then before that, it was that game. That was one of the that was horrible. I was at that game, trying to have fun. I think the first drive was awesome, right? And then, man, it just set up a bad week.
Man, like I was telling you before we went on live here, that I was just stunned. I opened a beer at the kickoff, and at halftime I was like, looked over, and there's maybe half gone. I was just sat in complete, just stunned. I did not expect that at all. I don't even want to talk about it. I want to move on to Cincinnati.
Let's move on to Cincinnati. That's always a good thing when you have a game following week. Well, anyway, let's bring on our producer of the Dawg Chug show. I'm very familiar to everyone. I know everyone's waiting to see which producer it is. So let's do this without any more buildup.
You get me today.
All right. There he is, Ed.
I emailed you the videos, Andy, so I don't know if you got them to your.
Right.
So.
I'll work on that when we're doing the safety management. What are your thoughts, Ed? I mean, you're the producer of the most important podcast, and obviously you have a lot of thoughts. So let's sum them up in 5,000 words or less.
I'm very disappointed. I'm heartbroken. I think that, we thought this team was going to turn the corner and become the Super Bowl contenders that we had all hoped and dreamed that they were going to be. And it's kind of take a bump in the road. But I think that winning in Cincinnati cures a lot of things. I mean, with this OBJ thing, I don't know how, that's something that's outside of football even. It's kind of just personal relationships. So I don't know. We got to win. We're Cleveland. We're tough. It's the NFL.
Well, now I think we want to hear from our COP, our Chief of Producing. Ross, how did you think Ed did there?
He did pretty good. I think, he felt he was on the hot seat last week, so he had to come out blazing. He had to keep his words to a minimum, which you guys almost made it under an hour last week. I'm sorry that I fell asleep and I couldn't hold you under that hour, but we do what we can here. And me and Ed have had a little friendly fire lately. I think we're kind of catching on that maybe this feud is being used to your guys' advantage to have more staff on your podcast. So
hey, you know what? Ross and I share something in common. We both got screwed by the college football playoff, 5 and 6. Hey, I know you bashed Ohio State last week, and that's fine. And Cincinnati, this and that. You know what, though? I'd rather have Cincinnati in the playoff with Ohio State over two other teams. So, you know what? We both got screwed, so we both kind of in the same boat here. And Ross is a good guy. He is the sock boss, everybody. So get on Etsy and get those socks. Those are some hot socks right there.
Yeah. And what Roger said, I'm going to hold the clipboard. So, if Ed gets a tummy ache or something, I'm here. And, you know who else held a clipboard, though? Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And what happened to him?
And so did Clipboard. So did Clipboard Jesus. So how'd that work out?
Yeah, right. Clipboard Jesus up in Green Bay.
It's okay to be compared to Jesus. That's okay.
True statement.
What are you drinking there, Ross? Oh, you said a High Life.
I'm stuck with High Life. These are left over from my tailgate from the Cardinals game.
That's a champagne of beers right there. That's a champagne of beers.
It sure is.
That one's left over from the 70s.
I can't see that. What is it?
Man, the Dawg Chug just covers every generation.
I got some bubble gum from my 1988 Topps box of cards that I've never opened yet. So if I want to crack a tooth or something.
I'm going to chug something pretty special. This is the Dawg Chug, and I don't feel like I do enough chugging, and that's probably why the Browns season is in shambles right now. But I'm going to chug a pretty special beer. It's called Stink IPA because Baker's given the stink eye.
Is that one
And
you
it's
made?
2 ounces. What's that?
Did you
It
make
was
that at
one
brew
that
kettle?
we did brew that, and it's been in my refrigerator now for like probably 3 years, so it's not that it tastes very good. I'm literally saved a couple of them because I'm like convinced at some point Baker's gonna want to come party at my house, and then I want to show him, that I have beer named after him. But anyway, I'm gonna do that. I think when you do your safety tips, rather, because I'm always sitting here wondering what I should be doing. So I'll chug a 22-ounce beer. It's gonna be perfect. All right. Well, you guys are doing an excellent job producing the show. The rivalry will continue. Do you have any last burns you want to throw at each other?
Not really.
Ross,
I just want the Dawg Chug to succeed as much as everyone else on this show.
But obviously, it succeeds when you're in control of it than when Ed's in control, right?
Yeah, that's debatable.
That's the better. You know what? Ross pushed me, and you know what? Unlike the Browns QB competitions that we've had, basically since '99 up until Baker, it never really helped. Colt McCoy versus Brandon Whedon didn't bring out the best in anybody. So but I think Ross and I were a little bit different cats, and hey, he's a bear cat, and so that's a good thing.
And you're a poisonous nut. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So don't mess with nuts, and I'm pretty nuts. Ask our guest on today; she'll tell you I'm nuts.
We have a very special guest that we're gonna have on. I guess we should probably she's not ready yet, so I guess we need to vamp and continue talking. Any more burns? Anything, Roger? Say something interesting. Go.
Hey, Andy, when you put me on the spot like that, you know what I was thinking about today, and when I take a look at what the Browns, people are on social media talking about Kevin Stefanski, and he lost control of the locker room, and he all this and all that, and I it can be anything further from the truth. I got a little worried yesterday. When nothing happened before the trade deadline, because it could have been disastrous. But I think that I have all the faith in the world in that front office, and I was actually surprised today when I started seeing the news come out. And what I was thinking about in the past, they would have just let the shit flow. Nobody would have done nothing about it. It would have been a shitstorm for the rest of the year, and we would be sitting at 5-12. Come January, and nobody would have done anything about it because everybody was incompetent that ran this organization for 20 plus years. So it reinvigorated my belief in them, reinstilled it, and the faith that I have in Barry and Stefanski and DePodesta.
There is a standard on the Cleveland Browns these days, and if you come up short of that, well, we're not going to tolerate it. And yes,
exactly.
I agree. That was good to see that. I hope we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe we just need a period to chill off, cool off, cooler heads to prevail. I don't know what's going to happen. But for now, I think they did the right thing. Although we're not talking about it. So
we are not talking about it.
That's like me not talking about something. We're going to talk about it,
I try to keep it as general as possible. What I don't want to do is start bashing people, start talking. It's over. It's over, and they've moved on. And as fans, we have to move on too. And I really love to see that, though we know it's not going to happen on Browns Twitter. That's not going to happen, But the organization has, and they did what was best. And you always used to hear it. What we're going to do is what's best for the Cleveland Browns, and you rarely saw that happen. And today, Andrew Barry and company did that, and I applaud them because it took courage. It took guts of somebody of that caliber. To do that. So,
Ed, you were about to say something.
Yeah, I just hope that he doesn't call Cleveland lazy for calling him OBJ instead of Odell. That's all. Like Frankie Lindor got mad at us. So as long as he doesn't do that, we'll be okay.
Yeah. Where is your wife, Ed?
Where is my wife at?
Where's your Wi-Fi?
She says she's on. Is she not? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Boy, I don't see her.
All I gotta say is if my wife was the guest of the show,
Here we go.
the
Here we go.
producer's wife would be here. She'd be down here. You know, she usually goes to the games with me. This is to be a golden opportunity.
Well, she's not
We'll
really
see.
my wife. I actually pay this lady. See, this is just This is
Oh, she's
Maybe.
a nice lady though. If you paid her, she's
Very-
a nice lady.
very nice lady. Very nice lady. I'll go see what's going on. Kick me off, and I'll go see what's going on.
Andy's got a
Producing.
yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm actually the account executive, so that title, I lost the producer gig. I'm just the backup holding the clipboard. So we got
You're the
Jessica here asking who's the
chief of
producer, but
producer. Oh yeah, I gotta hide that.
Well, Ross, what I read today and what I looked into is that position is just right there with the producer and just as important. And you know, neither one of you are above or below each other. You're pretty much you know, neck and neck. You're right there. You both have offices on either side of mine
Yeah.
and Andy's, so you know, you're not down the hall.
I mean, do you want me to read off your description of the job for our viewers?
Yes, please.
An account executive works on executive advertising campaigns by conveying what the client needs to the team working on the project, which might include the likes of graphic designers, web designers, creative directors, project managers, SEO specialists, and copywriters. They also do schmoozing stuff like developing client relationships and keeping existing ones sweet. So
Wow.
I guess I got to make sure people keep coming back for more, and that's kind of falls
That's
into
it.
the producer gig a little bit. It's all good.
Just as important. Just as important. A cog in the wheel.
Man, the
It is.
Dawg Chug is just ever growing. And, you know, I think you had mentioned, like, you were taking applications for a producer at one point. There was a little bit of beef going on. How did the applications turn out?
Well, mostly
Dan
we got like, yeah.
Dan
Go
wants
ahead, Ann.
Dan wants to take it. We got to have Dan on soon. That's definitely going to happen very soon.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's
I
gonna
think
happen.
Point out that, you know,
Dan and his.
I look studly. And
Do we have enough boxes for Dan and his whore mouth, though? Do we?
Sure. All right, let's get the show moving so we can get under an hour. And Ross, we're gonna say goodbye for a bit, but if you have anything interesting to say, let me know. I'll let you jump on.
All right.
And we're gonna bring on our feature guest, which I don't know. Ed said that she pays our feature guest to be married to him, but we are bringing the great Kelly is the best, who is Ed's wife.
Let's see. Can you guys see me? Okay.
We can see you.
There you are.
All right. I
Welcome,
didn't know Ed
Kelly.
set it up, so he talks more than he has action. So you know.
Wow. So you're saying Ed screwed up once again. This is why
Absolutely.
this is why he's second in command in the producing world. Kelly, it's so
Well,
great to have you
know,
on.
I'm available. I can produce.
All right. I mean,
And Roger, look, you see that Ohio State? That was for you.
oh now wait. No, Ed's gone.
Go blue.
This Michigan.
I know I did that on purpose. Wait, am I supposed to chug a beer?
Yeah, do you want to chug a beer?
Yeah.
Chug away.
Look.
All right, let's go. I
Cheers.
just opened this, I promise.
Woo!
Oh,
Let's go.
Boy,
in the future, oh my gosh. Roger, when we're chugging, you should talk or something so there's not barrier.
Well, you know what I was thinking about is that I really blew it in the whole voting thing. Who's the best? After watching her, Ed's never chugged a beer on here, and I really blew it, and I'd like a recount because I think Kelly just blew him away. You know, blew him away. And the other thing is, you know, I'm sure Ed in his youth, you know, I didn't expect his wife to be so beautiful in a knockout. Ed, do you have problems seeing, or do you wear glasses normally, or?
You know what? He got.
He
me
did
with
well
the
for
Cleveland
himself.
love.
He
got me
dates
with
up.
the Cleveland love. I was sold.
Man, you're getting a
No,
lot
you-
of producer gig.
Definitely.
Yeah. We are going to have some HR issues when you join, obviously, because we're going to be inappropriate. By the way, what? Yeah, clear this up. Ed said he pays you to be married to him.
He finances things, I guess.
Well, that's that doesn't really clear it up, but okay. He finances things.
I don't think there's anything clear when it's around.
Are you from Cleveland also, or did you grow up in
No,
Columbus?
I'm from Columbus, born and raised, but my dad had season tickets to the Browns. He has an identical twin brother, and they had two best friends that were brothers. And so literally from the time I was, thought of, I was a Browns fan. It wasn't a choice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I just have like a lot of Cleveland love, and no one would think it. But you know what? Ed harasses me on a regular basis. Like, my birth certificate says Cleveland. My birth certificate says Cleveland. I get that all the time.
Oh, boy. He's going to pull that card, is he?
He really does. He really does. But his dad's birth certificate says Pittsburgh, so let's not forget that.
Don't forget that. You're right. That cancels out his. That just cancels his
Roger,
right out.
Now me and you we are bonding right now because I was mad at you after the last episode, but we're cool now.
All right, we're cool now. All right. I told him today that I posted something about the show or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, I don't think she'll see it." I was like, "She probably muted me after I gave you the title. She probably muted me." So
nobody even remembered what the question was, and you're like, Ed won. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's been on for 30 minutes. We don't even know what the question was. No one thought he won that. But you, Roger. But you.
to be honest with you, I'm hard of hearing, and I didn't hear the fucking question either. So I'm just like,
the kids were booing you, by the way. They were booing you, Roger.
I'm impeaching him from that title tonight. You're now the new victor.
Thank you.
There you go.
Well,
Oh wait, I got the Cavs ring on for the big Cavs win.
There you go. Ed, you're out. Ed, you're out. Kelly's in. The best Twitter account, according to Dawg Chug, the Dawg Chug best account on Twitter is Kelly is the best.
Kelly, you are verified. You are verified now. Ed, you are once again a loser. Sort of like Colin was last week. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe he got all those wrong.
I was answering them right too. I was yelling at him like, no.
Let's see how Ed's feeling right now that he's been. Ed, you have
I'm doing okay. Everything's good. The show's going good from a production standpoint now. We got everything smoothed out. So I'm doing my job.
You didn't have our guest available because you didn't set it up properly. This has been a horrible production.
I think that was on purpose too, by the way.
I do love
me because everybody knows I'm the better follow, so he sabotaged me today.
I love me some me.
All right.
Let's do it. Ed, I was going to ask him if I got him off the couch and if he wants my Cash App number for helping him out there and getting him off the couch.
Will you help? Will you give Roger your Cash App number?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
We got to start moving this thing along. So we always like to interview our guests to get to know them a little bit better. I prepared 3 questions. Roger, did you have an opportunity to do this?
No.
All right. I'm blaming the.
But I could come up with 3 questions off the bat because I've been to Columbus a couple of times. I'd like to ask her some questions. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead, Andy. You go.
Okay, I'll go first. So this is a 2-part question. First of all, I want to know, and I'm supposed to get to know you better, but of course, a lot of these questions are more about Ed. But I'm an asshole like that. First question is, how did Ed propose?
Actually in Cleveland, and his brother got him the ring, and he left it at his grandma's house. So we were at his grandma's house, and when he went to get the ring out of his grandma's bedroom, he dropped down in his grandma's bedroom and proposed right there. Wow. But it was in Cleveland, so for me, I mean, that's the best thing. It didn't matter.
And unlike Colin's fiance, you actually got a ring, which is pretty cool.
Right? Oh, he knows better. He knows better, though.
This time it didn't go through, but Colin did say that Kelly's already the better guest between you and him. So
Colin, my boy, yeah.
All right, so part 2 to this question. I would assume that Ed asked permission from your father, who is a twin, How many words did he use when he asked permission?
I wasn't there, so I really don't know. But I'm sure my dad said no. I'm sure my dad said no.
All right, hold on. Let's bring it on. First of all, Ed, did your father-in-law say no when you asked permission to marry his beautiful daughter?
You know what? I don't know if he used that word no, but I felt like there was a green light. I don't know if a blessing, that feeling of a blessing, but there was a green light, I believe.
So what doesn't surprise me, Ed, that it wasn't a verbal blessing.
Are you sure
I got the nod. You know when you give the nod to the bullpen, like bring out the righty or the lefty, kind of. I got the nod. The nod.
Yeah, he had no fucking choice.
You think maybe
he had a
maybe the nod was him falling asleep because you were going on for 3 hours about why you wanted to marry Kelly?
That makes a lot of sense now. That actually does make a lot of sense.
All right. Okay, Roger, why don't you ask one of your questions about Columbus?
All right. I'm curious. I'd like to know, does Ed sleep in footy PJs? Does he sleep in his just boxers and a t-shirt? Or does he sleep in all his glory?
Do you guys really want to know the answer to this?
Yes.
Yes.
Whitey tighties.
The tighty whiteys.
Yeah, I call
Oh.
them parachute pants because they're a little bit big, so I call them parachute pants.
Wow.
Exposed. He's exposed.
We are learning a lot of information tonight. This is
Yes.
He's yelling. I can hear him yelling right now.
Let's bring him on. How do you feel about the entire world of Twitter, like 5 people knowing that you wear tighty whities to bed?
They're thong underwears, they're sexy, and they're specials at TJ Maxx. That's all I got to say.
Okay, my next question is, first of all, I don't even know, how many kids do you have?
We have 2.
2, okay, good. So I thought, what would you do if one of your kids, first of all, how old are they? I should know.
I have a 15-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son.
Oh.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so what would you do if one of your 2 children became a hardcore Steelers fan?
That's not even a possibility. They
it is. Like they decided they're going to root for the Steelers.
Okay, I can't answer that question, but I can tell you when my son was little and we were losing all the time, like we went 1-31 or whatever, we were horrible, Hugh Jackson era. He goes, "Mom, why do we always root for a team that loses?" And he became a Tom Brady fan and asked for a Tom Brady jersey for Christmas. So I can tell you, I bought him the Tom Brady jersey. He has only wore it when he lost a bet because of a Browns game. But I mean, true story.
Oh,
But
go blue.
I don't know. Like, I don't think they would. Like, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of things they can do in life, but coming home as a Steelers fan is not an option. They would not have access to the door. Like, that's not happening.
So they would be out on the streets. They get that
and they
jersey
know
off for
this. Like they've been like Browns fans their whole life. Like my daughter has been harassed at school. She got a little bit of glory. Now she's back to getting harassed again. Poor little thing, but she sticks with them. And there's a lot of Browns fans here, so she's got her own little posse that kind of sticks with her. But no, nice. I don't think. I just can't imagine that. Like I can't even wrap my head around that concept.
Okay. Roger, why don't you shoot for question number 2 and get some more embarrassing info about Ed?
No, this is more. Does Ed wear a tie everywhere?
Oh, you want to hear something hilarious? Actually, too, like, I mean, our son's, he was in like 2nd grade and he was like the coach. He goes in like full like college coach mode with the tie, the shirt. Everybody else is in like sweats and a Vikings t-shirt. Ed had to get the Vikings colored tie with the Vikings colored shirt because we're Vikings here. Yeah, so he absolutely does wear a tie almost everywhere.
How many ties do you
feel more prestigious or something? I don't know.
Estimated, how many ties does Ed own?
Oh, obnoxious amount. And an obnoxious amount. And when I go in the closet, I get attacked by them.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
They're falling everywhere. Like I try to go on my side of the closet. There's somehow 20 of them fall. Like it's annoying. I can tell you that.
Thank you, Jessica, for this. This is amazing. But does he wear a tie with his tidy whities to bed?
Love you, Jessica. Love you from before, but love you even more now. No, he does retire the tie. He does retire the tie for bet. Because
All
you know
right.
what? I probably would choke him out sometimes in his sleep if he wore it. Understandably.
All right. Okay. My third question. When my wife drinks, she tends to get a little chatty. So I want to know, when Ed drinks, if he gets like drunk, does he talk even more?
He's not a big drinker. I'm more of the drinker than he is, but I can tell you when he was trying to drink to impress me when we were dating, he ended up on the floor in a beanbag chair, passed out in the kitchen. So he's kind of like a pass out kind of guy.
Wow. Okay. And someone said that Ed hasn't chugged a beer, but he did chug the first time he was on. He chugged.
It was not a beer though. It was a twisted tea.
Twisted tea. That's right. And I chugged.
Right.
Twisted tea.
See?
Twisted tea is a beer.
Didn't we follow him with the camera all the way like to the neighbor's fridge? Didn't he take us through the house and out the back door and into the garage or something? I remember we were on a journey. That first show where he took us through, and it was before we went live. And I'm like, see, as I see everything, I think I saw the tidy whities as he walked through one room. Actually,
Well, I bought him some Brown's beer for Sweetest Day, and he hasn't tried one. I drank one. I gave one to the neighbor who's a huge Browns fan. I don't know what to tell you guys. He used to bong beers though. He did used to bong beers. He was a champ at that. And that we should do that because it would be something to see, I promise you. Watching Ed bong a beer, that'd be hilarious.
All right, we're definitely doing this. Hey, hold on. Let's bring him on.
Yeah.
Ed, you are being challenged to bong a beer, so I don't know if you have access to a beer bong, but you need to get one and do this live on the Dawg Chug podcast.
I will absolutely. I accept the challenge. And the time that she's talking about when I was drunk in the kitchen or whatever, that was a USC 35-3 shellacking of the Ohio State Buckeyes. I, like the rest of the Bucknuts down here, felt that, the only appropriate spot was to be curled up drunk in the kitchen, basically crying and being passed out at the same time and not knowing I was doing it.
True.
I'm going to give you that, Ed.
It's true.
Thank
That
you,
is
sir.
true.
Thank you, sir.
So I am supposed to ask you a question about the Detroit tailgate, both of you. I'm not sure what this is about, but tell us the story about the Detroit tailgate, please.
Ed?
All right.
What?
I
I
don't
think
know.
we're confused, so
That's the other Ed, Andy. That's the other Ed. You have him confused like you did the mics. That's
I get very confused sometimes. All right, Ed, you have a third question. Let's end this insanely stupid bit. Oh, I'm supposed to ask you guys to come to the Detroit tailgate.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Well, when is it?
I think it's
2 weeks. 2
Oh,
weeks.
no,
We got,
the 21st, right? The November
Yeah.
21st game, right?
it's 3 weeks. We got
Yeah.
we got Cincinnati, New England, and then Detroit.
I
three
know
weeks.
our son has a basketball tournament, I think, that day.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
If he becomes a Steelers fan before then, you're not really going to be.
Oh,
talking
he's out
about
of the house. I don't know. I don't have a son then. I don't. Yeah. He's gone. Yeah, absolutely. He's gone. My dad's bad enough. My dad's a bastard from Pittsburgh. It's bad enough. I'm not going to have a son that's, a Pittsburgh fan. So my goodness, I think I escaped those horrible, genetic depositions that, was disposed of me.
You guys
Well,
know
just
where
don't
Tom
forget
Brady
your
went to
birth
college,
certificate
right?
says Cleveland, though, Ed. Don't forget that. But your dad says Pittsburgh. Let's just get that straight.
All right.
And I'm not sure, though. Our daughter is in competition cheer. She actually just qualified for the Nationals. We're going to Disney, guys.
Wow.
But so we
Oh,
are
nice.
like
I saw the
most
post.
strapped we ever are because she's on 2 competition teams. She has high school basketball cheer and Kellen's on the travel basketball team. So our lives are
We're living Bring It On.
insane.
The movie Bring It On. We're living that Bring It On cheerleader life.
Oh, so this is a funny story. So Callie Kay had her national championship during the Browns Steelers game. I'm sitting there like listening, like I hope I don't scream something obnoxious in the middle of her competition. I was like praying to God that I wouldn't like in the middle of their 2-minute and 30-second competition start yelling something because I was paying more attention to the Browns than them. But thank God her coach is a Browns fan, so she probably would have understood if I did start freaking out.
Wow.
That's
we are
that's
so
a
far
tough,
behind
yeah.
schedule. We need to Ed. Not Ed. Roger, sorry. Ask your third question.
I just,
We're gonna
I'm
go
curious.
longer than an hour now, guys. We're going longer.
Hey, I'll answer that question. That tailgate sounds good. Thanks, whoever asked that. Yes, we'll be there.
All right. Can't wait. All right. Let's move on to our next bit. I'm going to throw Ed off because I
I
wanted to
wish
make
I
more.
had that button.
Yeah, it's a
Or else
it's a
just
great.
like erase him for a minute.
All right, we're gonna play our famous game, Spit, Sip, Chug, which your husband actually coined the name of. This game, I'm gonna make a statement. If you agree with it strongly, you're going to chug and explain why. If you are tepid, you're gonna sip and explain why. And if you disagree vehemently, you're gonna spit and explain why. All right,
Okay.
and we're gonna try and go fast because we are behind schedule and we got to get this thing done in an hour. So, first question of Spit, Sip,
Yeah.
Chug. Fantasy owners should be picking up DPJ on waiver wires. You start.
I'm gonna chug on that
All right, and why?
because I think he's been stepping up, and we don't have Odell anymore, so chug on that one.
All right.
I'm going quick.
I'm gonna sip on this one just because I am a firm believer that no wide receiver is ever really going to be featured that strongly. Although my fantasy team is so bad that I actually have him on my team and I will be playing him every week as long as he's healthy. So, but I am sipping on this. Roger.
I'm sipping on it as well, and it has nothing to do with DPJ because I'm a big stan. He went to Michigan. And the kid's got all the talent in the world, and now he's gonna really have an opportunity to get out there and play football. But the reason is because Baker Mayfield and Kevin Stefanski, the offense, he's a distributor. Baker throws the ball to 8 to 10 different people a game. If a wide receiver has over 100 yards, 110 yards a game, it's a big day for a wide receiver on the Cleveland Browns. And also because once we get in the red zone and people are saying, oh, Baker's at number 23 in touchdowns. Well, we have Hunt and Chubb when they're healthy. When we get in the red zone, we don't throw the football. That's Hunt Chubb territory, and we're usually running the ball, and short screens get close to the end zone, and they take the ball in for us. So I'm going to sip on that.
All right. Let's move on to question 2. Stefanski has a sign in his office that says, setbacks pave the way for comebacks. Should Browns fans embrace this cliche and believe in this quote? And I'm going to start, and I'm just going to say I'm chugging on this one. I think there's been something off about this team, and I think I do believe strongly they're gonna kick ass against Cincinnati and start a little second half season roll that'll get us to the playoffs, and hopefully when we get there, we'll kick some ass there too. We'll be playing great. Roger.
I'm chugging on this, and the reason is I think number one, Baker Mayfield, as the season on, Baker Mayfield plays better. I think he as he gets going throughout the year, he just gets better and better and better. He started slow last year. He's starting slow this year, and I think also that the playbook's they're right now. Stefanski said it today. It's life or death. They're going to open that playbook, and I think they're going to start moving the football. So I'm gonna chug on that.
All right, Kelly.
I'm chugging again, and it's not just because I like to drink. I tell the kids all the time the comeback is better than the setback. So I'm going with that.
Nice. What is your drink of choice, by the way?
Fireball.
Wow. Do you have any Fireball right now?
Yeah, I do in the freezer right now.
I think we should do a shot of Fireball.
Should we?
Yeah.
Ed's gonna get it for me. I love it. I hear him down the stairs.
Well, you answered my third question, Andy wouldn't let me ask. And that's just Ed run and get your shit when you tell him. So there you go.
Nice.
He only listens to you guys, not me, because he wouldn't give me a shot of Fireball if it was just for me.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
What up?
Things are gonna get crazy now.
See, I make him look good.
What up? We are a couple. I pay this lady really well. We're a great couple.
Wow. That is a healthy slug. All right, I'm going to move on to question 3.
Wow.
And I'm
a Browns fan.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to move on to question 3. I'm going to answer first, and then I'm going to run and go get my fireball so I can do.
I'll take another one with you.
All right. So with 9 games left, Stefanski's offense is going to get back on track this season, and he'll finish the season looking once again like a contender for Coach of the Year. So I'm going to answer this one that I am sipping on this again. I think one of our problems on offense, obviously drops and everything, but I think our offense has gotten a little too predictable, and I feel like the NFL has figured us out a little bit. And this is kind of that situation where, when a batter gets called up to the majors and he looks amazing for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden, strikes out every time at the plate, the player has to make an adjustment. I think Stefanski has to make an adjustment. And I think over the next month, I'm hoping that is what happens. I think the bye week's going to be really important to really analyze what's working, what's not working, figure it out. I think we need to do that. So I'm not convinced the offense is just going to magically repair itself immediately. So I'm sipping and I'm going to get fireball. Roger, what do you think?
I'm also going to sip on that, and it has nothing against Coach. I think he's hit a little sophomore slump. But what I think about that is that he's not going to stay in it. He's not Freddie Kitchens. He's not going to be standing on the sideline and look like he's fucking ordering a pizza, or he lost the number to Domino's. I think he's going to get back, work hard to get back on track. And I think one guy that's going to be a Coach of the Year this year that has potential, even though we're going to kick his ass Sunday, is Cincinnati's head coach, because he's really done a good job, and nobody got a chance. So, it's hard to win that award 2 years in a row, so I'm going to sip on that.
I am going to sip as well, because I probably am never going to spit when it comes to alcohol. So I would say that
she's awesome.
I have a crush on Kevin, so it's like I'm kind of biased on it. So can't give an honest, real opinion. I can only say that I'm rooting for him, and I honestly think with Odell out, for some reason our offense is better without him. So I think that could help.
All right.
I 100% agree with that.
Question number 4. Losing to the Steelers after all the shit we talked all offseason taught us a lesson to be more humble. So on this one, if you're chugging, that means you agree. Roger, start us off.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm going to chug. I'm chugging on that. I agree, Andy.
We should not be talking shit when we're on top. Is what you're saying, or until we win more.
Yeah, I was thinking about this and kind of tone it down. I think I got a little too cocky. I think everybody got a little too cocky. And this is the NFL, man, and nothing comes easy. And we could still have fun and promote our team. But there's times where I just go over the top. And I'm gonna chug on that and just take it easy and let it happen.
All right, Kelly, what do you think?
Ed's spitting all over the floor on that. He says he loves talking shit, and he's never going to backtrack on that. I can hear him screaming through the house. The kids, God forbid, they're trying to sleep, but whatever. So I'm going to say on this one, I'm humble because I'm a Cleveland fan anyway, and I'd rather promote positivity towards my team than negativity towards another. So I'm going to sip on that one, guys.
All right. And I am spitting because, fuck the Steelers. I mean, the only purpose of the rivalry is to talk shit against each other. So, whatever. We'll find out what happens when we play the games. But any chance I get to make fun of them, I am going to take it. So, there we go.
I think if we win Sunday, I'm going to be right back to what I used to be anyway. So who am I bullshit?
Yeah, I mean, a few losses got me down right now, but I'm with Roger on this one.
Just the first time this season, it probably even last, that I'm reserved and a little worried, and hesitant. And not that they're going to lose, but just okay, let's slow down here, I don't know. Like I said, we win Sunday, and it's back to being, I'm going to trash Hoodie and Patriots and everything about them, and Kraft getting rub and tug, all that. So
Ross wanted to say something about Mike. So
Yeah, as a account executive, we got to ensure that we're maintaining a relationship with our audience. Mike in 330 was a fantastic guest a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to give him a shout out on Twitter. And his leg is doing fine. He never got bit by a dog. So that's all I got.
All right.
I like your hat, Ross.
Yeah, it's a sweet hat. Okay, let's move on to the final question. This has nothing to do with the Browns, but that's okay because we are all Cleveland here. The 5-4 Cleveland Cavaliers are looking like a legit playoff team. Kelly, why don't you get us started?
I am pumped. I literally had like low expectations on their road trip, and they blew my mind. I watched the games. I was pumped. I'm wearing my Cavs ring right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. The championship ring. Yes, I am all aboard. I watch more Cavs games than Ed. Ooh, busted. Telling the truth.
All right, I am going to sip on this one, I think. I'm sort of between sipping and spitting. I think right now the Cavs are playing phenomenal. Like every time I get to watch them on TV, it's so much fun. They're just such a fun team to watch. They have so much energy. But the problem is, I think the NBA is too long, and the good teams don't really care until like we get to, I don't know, January. So I think right now we're just not seeing maximum effort from teams. And once we get there, the wins are going to be few and far between, like they usually are. But I hope it continues because I love watching these guys.
But that road trip did blow your mind, though, right?
That was awesome. That was amazing. Yeah, that was phenomenal.
I mean, I'm just saying they blew my mind. Like I just thought maybe winning one, and we came out strong.
That was phenomenal.
I'm just saying, I'm so excited.
Roger?
I'm chugging on this, and I'm going to tell you why. Last year, I remember watching when we played Brooklyn. And Kyrie was miserable. Brooklyn looked awful. They looked sloppy. The Cavs were all over them, and they kicked their ass. But it wasn't sustainable. I watched the game the other night when we played the Lakers, and the Lakers were playing good, and we were hanging right with them. This kid Mobley, when he adds 20 pounds and actually learns the professional game of NBA basketball, look out. Look out, man. He's going to be a monster. And I think what the Cavs are building right now, I think we're going to be over 500 and get an 8th seed in the NBA playoffs this year. I believe that.
Roger, I love it.
I love it. All right. Well, hopefully we can talk more about the Cavs on the Dawg Chug because that was fun. But let's move on to our next segment, which is all Roger. He has prepared his usual safety tips, and I'm excited about this. And while he does this, I'm going to drink my Stink IPA, which is the beer that I brewed, and it's been sitting in my fridge for 3 years. And I prepared to talk a little bit for the 5 minutes it takes him to set this dumb bit up. So, he also
I like to make Andy wait. I do this on purpose to torture him.
I have a mug just like that, by the way.
Torture me or the 4 people that actually are like, I want to tune in next week. All right, he said another 15 minutes and he'll be there.
It'll be another 6 minutes, Andy. Just hold on. Have another fireball.
Are you doing? Oh yeah, we got to do our fireball shot. Let's go.
Oh, I'm down. Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that was good. I'm gonna do one more.
Can I say?
Ed was supposed to help me out tonight, and I forgot to get him to help me, or I didn't tell Andy to click on. And so once again, I blew it. So,
all right.
But what I have here today, what we have here today is a police blotter. Pardon?
Hold on one second. Sorry to interrupt your momentum there. What were you
Well,
trying
it's
to
in
say,
the
Kelly?
dark. You gotta let me know.
I was gonna kill the airtime
All right.
and say that real Browns fans when they have the white face mask, the gray face mask, and the brown face mask gear. Like how the Browns helmet, you got the white, the gray. That's how you know a true Browns fan because I'm wearing like every single one of them right now.
That is true. All right, thank you for that, Roger. Take it away. The next 5 minutes are all you. And I'm gonna chug this.
Boy, Ed and I
It's all this.
It's the dumbest show yet. Roger.
I love it. I love it, guys. I love it.
All right. Ed and I really had something planned special tonight, and I blew it once again. I'll tell you, Andy, by week 17, 18, I'm going to have this thing down. It's going to go. It's going to be beautiful. All right.
I'm dying right now. I can't.
These are the police blotters for Cincinnati metropolitan area. And if you're a Cleveland Browns fan and you're going to be down in the Kentucky suburb of Cincinnati to see the Browns play the Bengals, I'm going to give you hints and places to avoid. All right. Our first report is the 8500 block of Glenway Avenue. Police were called to a local fast food restaurant. The victim told police she was in the drive-thru and she complained about her order and the order was wrong. She reported that an employee responded by yelling and cursing at her. Another employee, identified only as JD, said that the suspect was the manager. And he said, my boss told her to leave, but she wouldn't drive away. According to the police, the suspect went outside, the manager, pointed a handgun at the victim and said, you'll take this shit the way I give it to you and you'll like it. The police arrested the suspect on scene and they took her off to jail. I don't know if she lost her job or not, because today in this account, everywhere I go, they're trying to find workers. So she may have kept her job. I don't know. But listen, if you're going for fast food while you're in Cincinnati, don't fucking complain. They'll shoot you in the fucking drive-thru. Just take the food. Just take the bag and go. Don't complain. Don't give them a hard time. This is a hotel burglary. And when I first read burglary, I thought, oh, this is, somebody broke into a room. But listen to this. It's a 600 block of Vine Avenue. A 30-year-old man was visiting town from Pittsburgh to attend a football game. He said that he was laying on the bed and he was masturbating to pornography when a man suddenly burst into his room and he was holding a gun and a cell phone and began videotaping him and ordered the victim to continue, which, how the hell are you going to do that? But apparently after the victim finished, he said that the suspect turned around, dropped his pants and mooned him before running off. The police are still investigating. They never found a perpetrator. When I read that, I couldn't believe it, and I didn't make that up. Listen, if you're feeling excitable and you're feeling a little anxious, use the bolt latch, because there's some freak running around Cincinnati that's going to break into your room.
I don't know. Here,
all right. Here's one. It's the 800 block, Lower Price Hills, a neighborhood. The police were called and they were informed that there's a family in the area taking over the minds of dogs, and they're planning on turning them loose on unsuspecting people in the downtown area. The police were advised that the only way to stop the dogs was to install an anti-force field on the dogs' heads. Oh, boy. The police discovered that the caller was high on dab and edible. When I read this, I wanted to know if Elfman also went from Cleveland, if he traveled to Cincinnati, if he's down there for the Bengals game with the dab and the edibles. We got to check on Mike and see if he's okay. Here's our fourth one. Rural Wrightsville on the Kentucky border. A victim was taken to the hospital by two suspects with severe hemorrhaging. The victim said that he met the men online on a website called Kelly, I want to apologize to you before going any further. I didn't know you'd be our guest when I found these. On a website called
Ed was gonna botch this and make me lose connection.
I would have never picked two stories.
Here we go, guys.
That the man online on a website called Eunuch Makers and EM Crew. Ouch. He stated that he flew in from Florida to have a surgery and the procedure in question was a castration. After more questioning, the victim reported that the surgery took place in a cabin on a table, and the victim stated that the suspects told him they were cannibals and planned to eat the removed body parts. Once the police investigated further, they discovered more human body parts in a freezer in the cabin, and charges are pending as police search for the other victims in the investigation. Andy, what the fuck is going on in Cincinnati, man? You know what? If they're looking for these guys, they don't have to look in front of urinals. They're not going to find them in front of the urinals.
If you're in Florida and you want to have castration surgery, why would you go to Cincinnati of all places?
I know. You think that you go to California? California probably gave us a great castration. All right, here's our last one. It's the 200 block of Ludlow. It's deception, fraud, and assault. A local hospital was flooded with cases of food poisoning through the day on Monday. After further investigation, police determined that a popular chili restaurant duped patrons after running out of ground meat and began serving canned dog food, passing it off as their famous chili. One witness stated that once it was mixed with the macaroni, it was hard to tell the difference. The second witness said, I've had that there chili a million times, and I couldn't tell the difference. Tasted like their chili to me. And that's all I got for the police blotter. So don't go to rural Kentucky, and don't eat the chili.
Yeah, and just watch this game on TV, Browns fans. Do not go to the game because
don't even go to fucking Cincinnati.
Yeah. Do not watch this one live. It's not worth risking your life like that.
Oh, that's brutal. I had to stop there, Andy. I didn't want any more. The more I read, the more disturbed I was. I feel like I have to take a bath after that.
All right. We're gonna move on to our NFL Pick'em, where we pick games against my 3-year-old daughter to see
I love it.
Is doing who can do the best. So I got to update the scores. We did horrible last week. First of all, we all picked the exact same games except my daughter had one difference. So she actually went 0-3, where the rest of us, the fans, me and Roger, we went one out of 3 right. So we're so bad. Just bet against us, and you're gonna win lots of money if you're a gambler. So Kelly, you're gonna represent the fans.
All right.
Me and Roger pick, and then I'll announce my daughter's pick as well. First game we've got is the Las Vegas Raiders are giving 2.5 points to the New York Giants. So Kelly, why don't you start us off? Who is going to win?
I'm going with the Giants. The Raiders have a lot of drama right now with everything going on, so I'm going Giants.
Yes. Okay. Roger?
I know. I'm sorry. I disappointed you. I'm not Ed. It's talking for hours.
No, we are so far over right now. This is easily going to be an 1.5-hour show, and that's not good. So
yeah,
we're going to offend our 4 listeners. So Roger, what do you think about this one?
Man, either way, the Giants are horrible. They're 5-12 forever. I'll give the points. They're getting 5, right?
Their Giants are getting 2.5 points.
Oh, 2.5 points. Yeah, I'm going to give the 2.5. I can't take the Giants. They're miserable.
All right. So, you're okay. You're taking. Let me write this.
I'm taking. Yeah.
So we've got Kelly with the Giants, and we've got Roger with the Raiders.
Right.
And I understand that the coach of the Raiders got canceled, and their star receiver is going to prison, but they're playing the Giants. So I'm taking the Raiders. And Krista, my beautiful 3-year-old, she took the Giants. So we're split on this one. Next game. The Minnesota Vikings are at the Baltimore Ravens, who are giving 6 points at home. Roger, start us off.
I'm good. I hate taking Baltimore. I can't stand them. But they're Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I gotta take Baltimore at home. Only because I want to win this thing, because I've never won anything like. I'm gonna take Baltimore.
By the way, I was supposed to update the scoring, but I didn't do that at all. The fans, which Kelly represents, are 12 points. Roger, you and my daughter are tied at 10 points for second place, and I am coming in last place with 6 points. So I'm doing terrible.
You're making ground, Andy.
Yeah, not really though, but maybe this will be my week. I am going to go with the Ravens as well. They looked abysmal 2 weeks against Cincinnati, but like you said, Roger, they're Jekyll and Hyde, and they got the bye week where a couple of their players apparently got shot in Cleveland, so they'll be ready to play the Vikings. Kelly, what says you?
I'm never gonna go with the Ravens. Fuck them. They stole my team for a few years. And my uncle, if he ever listens to this, I'm picking the Vikings for him because he is a diehard Vikings fan since I've been a kid, when he used to make fun of me for being a Browns fan, but I'm still going to like the Vikings for him.
All right. Let's see. Our final game of this dumb bit is the Chargers are going to the Philadelphia Eagles, who are getting a point. The Eagles are +1. I'm going to start us off. The Chargers season has turned upside down since winning the dogfight against Cleveland last month, but they'll get back to their winning ways this week. So I am absolutely taking the Chargers. Kelly?
I'm going to take the Chargers too. I'm going to go with the Chargers.
That's absolutely amazing analysis. Thank you. Roger, what's that?
You're welcome.
It's a clean sweep. I'm going to take the Chargers. You're traveling from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. Philadelphia sucks. They're not going to get any better over that trip. So I'm gonna take the Chargers.
All right, let's move on. Okay, this is gonna be really fun. So I'm actually going to, hopefully this works. I'm gonna, first of all, back when we had Ed on, he Roger, you made a hilarious comment about Ed's inability to
I love this.
not use a ton of words when he does normal things. So because of that hilarious comment, which I'm going to play right now, and unfortunately I couldn't get it on the computer, so I'm just going to hold my phone and we're going to make sure that, hold on. I gotta figure out how to get there. Okay, so here was the comment that you made to inspire this hilariousness. So I'm gonna actually take the entire screen and I'm gonna hold the phone up to the camera. Or it did not do what I wanted it to do. Hold on, sorry. That fireball is catching up with me.
Me too.
Okay. I'm gonna take the entire screen and I'm gonna play the comment. Hopefully you can hear it. That's my only concern. So let me know if you can hear the comment.
I can see it. That was good, Andy. Yeah.
A fucking chicken McNugget happy
All right. This time, try not to talk when I play the video. That would be great.
meal.
Okay.
Ed can go to a McDonald's drive-through and order a fucking chicken McNugget happy meal without going under 125 words. I'm going to say over.
All right. Could you hear that?
Ed can go.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So the idea was that Ed uses so many words. If he went to order fast food, he would use over 125 words. So we told Ed, go through the drive-through at McDonald's and record yourself, and so we can play it for some fun. And here is that.
This is your boy Ed in Columbus. I'm about to order a kid's chicken McNugget Happy Meal because Roger says I couldn't do it in 125 words or less. So I'm gonna prove y'all wrong that I can actually be precise and get to the point. Can I help you? Yeah, can I get a kid's chicken McNugget Happy Meal? I'll take a 6-piece like Baker Mayfield.
Extra fries and the sauce and your drink.
Extra fries, and for the drink, can I get a Coke?
Your sauce for your Happy Meal.
Barbecue.
Ah,
That's good right there, Andy.
No?
Yeah, I was going to get a Big Mac, but I heard that they were invented in Pittsburgh, and I'm a Browns fan, so yeah, that'll be all.
So you need, what kind of sauce you need, sir?
Barbecue.
Did you want the Big Mac still?
The extra fries.
Huh?
No, thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm a Browns fan, too.
I am. Do you think they're going to trade OBJ?
I hope not.
I hope not, too, because, I really hope it would work with Baker, but it's just not working out. I don't know what to give, and we got a big game in Cincinnati. Yeah, big game in Cincinnati this Sunday.
You going?
No, but I'll be watching on TV rooting really hard.
Yeah, me too. 367, sir.
That's right. Go Browns.
Okay.
wow. Oh my
Wow. Bring Ed in.
See, Ross, hold on. Let's bring Ross on right now. I mean, Ed is producing bits. You, what are you doing? I think we need to promote you.
Hey, I
He's
tried
running
the
like
producer
that.
gig out one episode and I was denied. I was handed the clipboard. I'm ready to fill in, but
You need to get out there and do hilarious shit to post on the Dawg Chug. So
okay, I'll step up my game. I'm currently
Step
working on maintaining relationships with our
Ross,
customers.
I don't think you can make $20 on an off ramp of a freeway. I guarantee you couldn't stand on the off ramp with a cup and make $20 in 2 hours.
Well, I'm in Cleveland. Every corner of the highway is taken already.
107. Yeah, you're right. Good call. You get your ass kicked.
all right, let's bring Ed on because I just want to tell how proud I am that that was phenomenal.
I want to thank the lovely Leandra who waited on me at McDonald's. She was great. She's a Browns fan, and I couldn't have done it without her. And, going into it, I was kind of nervous because I didn't know. You say you're a Browns fan in Columbus. There's Steelers fans, there's Bengals fans. So, but luckily, she did good things. She's a Browns fan, and we're going to get the win down in Cincinnati on Sunday.
I felt like you had to have gone to like 5 different McDonald's with that order.
That was his first one, I can promise you.
That's amazing.
That is correct.
Wow. Were you prepared to go to multiple
I
McDonald's?
expose Ed when I
No,
can.
honestly, no, because I felt that the whole point of the bit was to be under 125 words, which I don't even know how many words that was, but no, I was only going to be a one and done kind of guy.
Wow. All right. Well, that was phenomenally done. I mean, Ross needs to pick up the slack because right now I'm
And
seeing.
you know what our son said? Why did you get me a Happy Meal? He's 11.
Yeah, 'cause
What happened?
Because a Big Mac is made in Pittsburgh. That's why
And
he
then
gets
my
some
daughter
chicken
was like,
McNuggets.
"Where is my McDonald's?" Because she didn't get any.
Hey, that's not part of the bit.
True. That's the truth.
I can't order all this food if I don't know if I'm going to have a job on the Dawg Chug or not. So Andy, I don't. Job insecurity makes me only get
So
one.
the rest of us starve.
Next week on Columbus Housewives.
Tell him I need a raise. Tell Andy. Tell him right now, Kelly, that the kids we need a raise. We're going on vacation.
Actually,
Well, you need fired and I need hired.
you did such a good job with that I am going to offer you right now a 200% raise.
200% of nothing
you.
is awesome. You know what? OBJ should be so glad. He gets paid so much money. And look at the diva. I show up to work. I don't bash you guys. I don't make videos of you guys
All right.
missing things on Twitter. So,
We're staying under
OBJ's
an
dead.
hour.
250%, and that's my final offer.
Done.
All right.
Ed, I have 2 questions. Oh, you got
Oh,
rid of
I
them.
just
Never
blew
mind.
them off. Yeah, I can get them back on. What are your questions?
Bring them back on.
Yes,
Ed,
sir.
Did you get the apple slices or the Go-Gurt? And who ate the
I got
fucking
the
ham?
extra fries, man. I got the extra fries. And that was in order of Charlie Fry, one of the Browns quarterbacks that we love.
Number 9.
Good call.
9.
Good call.
Number 9.
Number 9 from Akron, baby.
Well, you said you had 2 questions, Roger.
That was it. The Go-Gurt apple slices and who ate the apple meal? That's what I want to know. Who ate it?
And
And who got the toy?
I think Roger's getting senile. All All right.
Because I answered that.
All right. Yeah, but that had already been announced before he said I have 2 questions, but that's okay. All right.
Love you, Roger.
Oh my God, we have our game.
Kelly.
The game. I'm so excited about this game, and I know
Oh yeah,
we're.
Ed only told me vague things about I have to answer questions about him, so I'm excited to see what this is all about.
No. Okay, so here's the game. And by the way, we usually only go 5 point. We do 5 rounds. This time we're actually going to go 10 because it's pretty quick. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
I'm going to read a tweet.
Okay.
And all you have to do is say that's a legitimate Ed tweet that he posted on the internet, or
Okay.
that's a fake tweet. Ed
Oh,
never
I love
posted
this.
that.
I love this. Okay.
And I'm gonna throw in a little wrinkle. Ed prepared some fake tweets, and his rival Ross also prepared some fake Ed tweets.
Oh, I
so
love this. I
he's
love this. I'm obsessed. Okay.
Your husband is not going to be happy with you if you think a Ross fake tweet is actually.
Whatever. I wasn't happy with him when I lost the last time I was on here. So.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. Here we go. You got to get 5 right out of 10. You do that.
Good pressure
then
right
you
now.
win.
But okay.
And I don't know if you know this, but if you win, you're in the running to come to the Cleveland Browns Bengals game at the end of the season with me and Roger.
Oh, Ed would be really jealous.
I'm drinking
I'm
Fireballs
down.
that day.
Let's go. Let's go right
I'm
now.
getting an Uber and I'm drinking Fireballs.
Let's
If you
go.
can't-
I'm
and if
gonna
you
drink
can't
it
make it-
all before we even start this. Let's
Right,
go, guys.
we'll do a shot before. Well, you're so fast.
All I have to do are scotch, and I ain't touching it, or it's going to be a long night.
This has just been our dumbest show yet. I love it. This is great. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do a shot with you. So do another slug.
Oh, got you.
Kelly said, "Fuck the shot glass."
I don't look at that, Roger. I don't.
That
Yeah.
thing was.
I love it.
That thing was up to the top of the label when she
Yeah, it was
started.
cool when we started this.
All right. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna read a tweet, and all you have to do is say that is a tweet Ed
Okay.
posted or it's not.
Okay. I think I got this. I got this.
Okay. So tweet number 1.
Okay.
Huey Lewis and the News Jackson must think it's hip to be square with this 0-16 season.
That's not Ed.
That is correct. That was Ross. Ross created that one. Which, by the way, I laughed really hard when I read that. You were just like, that is not the
I kind
man
of know his style a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, that's not the man I sleep with in his tidy whities.
With
Okay.
his tie.
With his tie, yeah.
Love
Tweet
you,
number 2.
Jessica.
When they build the statue for LeBron, it should include a basketball in one hand and a suitcase in the other because he always leaves.
I wish Ed tweeted that, but he didn't.
That is also correct. You're 2-0.
Yeah! Ooh, I didn't know.
He
I was
should
50-50
tweet it, though.
on that one. I was 50-50.
And by the way, I just realized we're going to go 11 and you got to get 6 right out of 11 because
Okay. So how many do I have right now?
you're at 2. You got to get 6.
Okay.
But you get an extra tweet.
Okay.
Tweet number 3. Roses are red. 3-36-1 was Hugh. Get the F out of my office after Dorsey said you're through.
That's Ed.
So you're saying he did tweet that.
Yeah, that's 100% him.
Wow. You can tell that they love each other because that's 3-0 right there.
I've known
Oh,
him since high school.
man.
Did he talk as much as he did then in high school?
No, I wouldn't have stick. No, I'm just kidding. Like, actually, his love for Cleveland that's what brought us together. That's our love.
Wow. That's a good.
This is when you ask these questions about our children, like, how dare you? No, I'm just kidding.
So when I'm gonna get a little personal here. When I met my wife, she claimed she was this big Browns fan. I have season tickets. I love it. Whatever. Come to start dating her, and she didn't know football at all. She didn't know anything. She didn't
Okay,
understand
well, me and Ed
one
were
thing of the
hanging
game.
out. We like literally both wanted to turn on the we were going somewhere and we were like, we need to turn on the radio so we can hear the Browns. And I knew that was it. That was the moment. Like, this is my man.
Wow.
Like, we were pretending we wanted to date each other, but the Browns were more important to us.
That's awesome. All right, let's move on with our game since we're way.
I know.
over.
I'm sorry. I'm trying
No,
not to be
it's my
like it.
Whoa. You're doing fantastic. You're literally our best guest. All right, tweet number 4. What you talking about, Willis? It's Peyton Hillis. They say he's the realest. His stiff arms are the illest.
No, that's not it.
4-0. This is amazing. That was a fake tweet
4-0.
Ross created. Wow.
Oh, love you, Rasa. That's funny, though. I like that.
Okay. All right, here we go. Happy anniversary. Kelly is the best. You are the Minifield to my Dixon.
No.
That's so
No.
bad.
I
5
know
and
what he said on our anniversaries, and that never happens.
What did he say on your anniversary?
One of them was about cake by the ocean for the calves. We'll eat cake by the ocean, and we did because we won that year. So he was right.
Roger, this might be our worst game yet, by the way.
I love it. I love this. This is hilarious to me.
I think it's awesome.
All right, here we go. Tweet number 6. You're 5-0 right now. Tweet number 6. Baker misses wide receivers just like he misses the oven when baking cookies.
I wish he tweeted that, but he didn't, and that's hilarious. Whoever is that, Ross? Because that's funny. But I know Ed didn't tweet that because that's epic, and I would have retweeted that.
It's a clean sweep, Andy. I want to see if she gets all 11.
Yeah, let's see if she gets them all. All right.
Well,
I think you win.
So wait. You guys even tell
She
me.
won.
You won. You won, which is great because last week when our special guest got one
No, I was yelling at him behind the scenes, screaming like no, when he was answering. You guys should have actually phoned a friend and me because I could have helped him more than Ed would have.
All right, we're definitely we're gonna at an upcoming game. We are going to have a bit where we can phone a friend and they can ask you.
Thank you.
That's absolutely gonna happen because we want to have you on as often as we can. The Dawg Chug is better when Kelly's on. All right,
I agree.
Yes.
here we
Absolutely.
go. Berea should get.
Our new producer.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
agree. Ed's gonna be really mad.
Bye, Ed.
Okay, here we go. Tweet number 7. Berea should get the cheer squad from North Korea to attend games at the Factory of Sadness because they wouldn't boo the Browns.
Okay, Berea. Yeah, he always does a Berea. So I'm gonna say that's Ed.
That is Ed. You're now 7-0.
He brings up a Berea a lot, and I don't feel like any other Browns fan does. So.
All right. Then I'm gonna.
That was right?
The word. Yes, that was right. I'm gonna insert the
Oh
word Berea
wow! Okay.
into the next tweet that I can.
Wow, you guys are just making me look good.
Okay, here we go. Next tweet. Patty cake, Baker's man. Throw me a touchdown as fast as you can. Cookies for Hollywood Higgins.
No way. No way. No way.
Hold
He
on a
never
second.
did patty cake with our kids, let alone tweet. No way.
She's killing me on this. She knows her husband too well. I was trying to get them to have a fight together, so then he'd be off the show. I'd have a cozy gig, but I guess I just don't know
I
Ed
like
nearly
you
as well
better
as
than
his
him,
wife.
though, Ross. I like you better.
Oh, that
That's
works
because I
out.
don't deal with you every day, though. But
I'm
fair enough,
gunning for
right?
that producer gig, and this was my golden opportunity, and I failed.
No, first of all, these tweets are hilarious. Me and Roger loved every one of them. We're like, no, that's totally Ed. We just don't know Ed as well as his beautiful wife does.
No.
Now, the only downside
You know
is
why, though, Andy? Because we don't get to see him in the tighty whities.
Yes.
So
I've known him
we
since
don't.
97. 97. That's a long time.
All right. Well, I think there is still a couple more.
Oh, I
Ross
can't wait. Let's go. Let's go.
tweets, so
Let's
maybe
go.
Ross, that
maybe
was gold,
one.
by
Yeah.
the way.
I want to
That
get
was
one
gold.
wrong for you guys. I'm trying really hard.
She's trying to lose. All right. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, I love this. I
All
love.
Oh, okay. This is tweet number 9. Brian Hoyer knows subs. Did your husband tweet that or not?
Oh yeah, and it was like Mr. Hero.
Yes. All right. Well,
She's good.
And Roman burgers rock. So stop right there. I'm
Oh,
dropping.
yes.
here we go. Tweet number 10. The Dolans are so cheap they use super glue to fix broken bats.
That's hilarious, but I don't think he tweeted that.
All right. She's
Am I
10
right?
and 0. Yeah, 10 and 0.
She's 10 and
Oh
0.
my god, really? Because I thought he might have tweeted that one, but that's a good one. I wish I had that one.
All right. Tweet
I
number
love that. Honestly.
tweet number 11.
Okay,
The
sorry.
Big 10 has 14 teams and the Big 12 has 10 teams. Tell me again why we send our kids to college.
Sounds like something he would tweet, but he doesn't really talk about college that much, so I'm saying no.
Wow. Well, you aren't going to go perfect because that was a legitimate. Oh, no. Wait. No, that was a fake tweet. I am so sorry. Yeah.
Real fake? I don't know.
I can't even read my writing. All right. You're 11 and 0.
Was it real or?
Wow.
That was real. That was real. I read it wrong. So I apologize. You're 11 and 0. You're
No,
perfect.
I honestly didn't. I had no clue because that sounds like something he would say though.
All right.
You guys are good at this. You're good at this.
Yeah. Well, you're much better than us.
Well, I'm
Oh,
better
my
at knowing
goodness.
Ed, but does that make me a winner?
I want to create a game that is challenging. This hasn't been challenging at all. But let's see if
No,
we can
it's
go
not.
perfect.
It was actually. I know him. I know him.
We have. I always prepare a couple extra ones.
Oh,
so
we
you
got
can
extras?
go- Yeah, we're just gonna see how you do with.
Okay,
there's
okay.
4 more.
Love this. Let's
Okay.
go.
John Gruden resigning from coaching the same day the new Chucky TV series debuts is just a coincidence, or is it?
No.
Wow. See, she got them all right in the actual game, but as soon as we got to the bonus
Yeah,
question,
see? There you go,
You started
guys. See, it
losing.
was harder than you thought. Okay.
wow. Okay. Here's the next one. Joe Thomas out for the year? No problem. We'll put him in at guard, weekend at Bernie's style. Did Ed tweet that?
Ed did not tweet that.
Okay, Ed absolutely tweeted that.
He
So-
did?
Wait, no, sorry.
No,
once-
Ross wrote that.
See,
Yeah.
you keep messing with my mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take another shot of Fireball so I can keep up with
All
you.
right.
And the only reason I remember Ross did that is when we started this thing, I told Andy, if you ever seen the movie Weekend at Bernie's, I'm Andrew McCarthy's character. I'm not going to do shit. You're going to have to do all the work like the
That's
other
my
guy.
jam, though. Weekend at Bernie's, I love that movie. I
All
feel
right,
like
are we-
that's my life with Ed.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, he just goes along and I do everything else.
All right, are we doing a shot here?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Of
Here we
course.
go.
How much got left?
Come on. Open it up. Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, glad I don't have Fireball.
I think Ross had a comment.
Roger, I love you though.
You're awesome, Kelly.
Yeah, I just want to say I think you had the quote of Dawg Chug since the shows existed that you said a couple minutes ago. I'm better at knowing Ed, but does that make me a winner? I think that's gonna go in. I think that one's going in the archives.
Nice. Yes, that is. All right.
Can't argue. Love you, Ross.
Yeah, you're a great guest. Keep it up. We're gonna have you on again for sure, and I'm gonna make sure
Thank
this
you.
relationship
I'm glad
stays
that
intact.
to know that when Ed isn't the producer, you still have me.
Awesome. Well, I'll see you at a tailgate.
It just cut him right off. Hey, Ed. What do you think about your wife knowing you this well? Oh, we can't hear you.
I can
Got
hear
no volume.
He's saying he's having technical
your
difficulties.
kids that are trying to sleep can hear you, but we cannot. Oh, now he's
What
gone.
kind of producer is that?
Yeah.
I think I'm up for the job now.
You're definitely up for the job. Oh, here he is. He's back. Let's bring him on.
I'm just kidding. I love Ed. He's my
Yeah.
man.
I have all these people calling me, stopping my connections right now because this is a big deal, and what we got the president calling me right now. He's in bed, but
Awesome.
Biden's still calling me because he knows this is such a big deal. The Dawg Chug. He knows Kelly is the best design. He knows I'm a producer. He knows Ross is in the building. Roger and Andy. This is wonderful, and we're doing great things.
You're doing great things. All right, we have 2 more bonus questions. I think you are 12-1 right now.
Leave that in.
Let's see how you do.
12
with the
and
last
1.
two.
Damn, I got one wrong. I feel like a
Hey, you're
disappointment.
Ohio State. You'll make it. Don't worry. 12 and 1's good
All
enough to
right,
get in.
all right. I got this. All right.
Okay. Using the D metric system, Felton's touchdown was 30.175 meters.
No.
Ed, do you want
He
to?
did it. I can tell by
I
his
said no.
face.
Come on, it's the metric system. It's the new Eric Metcalf. Come on, man. The United States, get with the program, man.
He's
The
gonna
metric
sleep
system.
with his whitey tighties on the couch tonight because he's annoying me.
Hey, shout out to the Barking Browns. I want a T-shirt tonight. Shout out to Nick and Jacob, and Sable Apparel
No,
for
shout out
my
to
winning T-shirt tonight.
Jessica, our real girl that's coming through every week. Shout out to Jessica. Love you.
See how we take over? See, you got her drunk, Andy. Now I got to deal with her.
Well,
Thanks,
I
buddy.
still have some fireball
Thanks,
left.
buddy. You give me the
But
mess.
Jessica's
You
my
give me the
girl.
mess now.
Hey, Ed,
Yeah.
I'd go get those tidy whities, buddy. You might be.
Hey, man. You know what? I can't confirm or deny that I may have had some from the past, but they are not present anymore. I
What does that mean?
don't know. I
Does
don't know.
anyone ever know what Ed means when he talks? And if you do, please.
It means I don't really want to answer the.
Whatever.
I don't want to
stopped
answer the question.
listening halfway through when he talks every day.
Okay, we have one more question.
You guys need a podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
think you definitely
We need a therapist. We need a therapist. That's what we need.
Hey,
This is not
You-
appropriate. I
if you
apologize.
guys start a podcast,
Love you,
I
Jessica, though.
I am applying to produce it.
Well, you'll be better than I am. So yeah, absolutely, I'll take you.
I thought
Right.
I think I lost my gig because I started arguing with Ed. But
No,
it's
no,
okay.
you're Kelly. You're definitely the new Dawg Chug producer for sure. That's like a fact. All right, here's the final tweet, and let's see if you can end strong here.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh Gordon ready to smoke past DBs and get high over defenses. Blaze all day, flashes back.
He didn't say that, but I love that.
That is good. I did not say that, but that is really good.
Oh, see, okay.
That's really good.
I
That is
I
really
messed
good.
up a couple.
Hey,
That's
was
really
that
good.
Ross? Shout out Ross.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Was that Ross? Ross, love you. That's hilarious.
That was absolutely
good.
Ross.
That was good.
I
Ross.
guess what I'm learning from this, you guys are boosting my ego a little because you're liking all my fake tweets of Ed. Maybe I should
Yeah.
just pretend to be Ed and I'll get a bunch of likes.
Yeah,
Wait, you should create a
I'm not
fake
Ed in
Twitter.
Columbus account.
No.
Ed in Columbus.
You know,
Or
I've been
not
called
in
dead.
Columbus.
I've been called dead in Columbus before. So if you want to go dead in Columbus,
So,
hat tip to Ross.
Ross, I am absolutely we're hoping to have Nick Carnes on some point, and I absolutely want to play this game with you. Not with you. I want you to prepare some fake Nick Carnes tweets because I bet you could do an amazing
Oh my
job.
god, it's so
Oh,
funny.
I got that one
We
down.
went to high school with them. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you did
Well,
go to.
I
high
got it
school
down
with
all
him.
right.
And I'm going to give you time to prepare for it because
He's got to write that poetry. He needs time to write those.
Yes.
That iambic pentameter that he needs to put out.
But this is going to be an amazing point. We're going to actually have Nick on, and we're going to ask him, "Did you tweet this, or is this a fake tweet?"
Oh, that is epic. I love
I
it.
bet you could do it. I bet you could have some tweets that he thinks he actually tweeted.
Hey, you know what? I love Nick, but Nick's tweets.
Ross, you got me. You got me.
Nick's
God.
No.
tweets are longer than my answers. Nick's tweets are longer than my answers.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
well, I got
Love you,
one thing to
Nick.
say. So just letting you guys know, I will be in Cincinnati this weekend for the Bearcats homecoming. So if you need me to talk shit to any Bengals fans face to face, just send me what you want to say. I got your guys back. I know plenty of Bengals fans that are my friends, so I may or may not get a black eye, but I'm willing to throw down.
Hey,
All
I
right.
got a question. What
Yeah.
wins in a fight, a Bearcat or a Bengal tiger?
I could defend the Bearcat because it's technically a made-up animal, and if it was a real thing, a Bearcat would definitely kick a Bengal's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we want. What?
But yeah,
It's
you know,
almost
even
like
if
a
the Bearcat
liger.
goes undefeated- Yeah.
Oh,
Ron-
He's almost like a liger.
Why is Roger
Napoleon
Bearcat.
Dynamite. Andy, we're taking over, buddy. This
Yeah,
shit show.
Sure. Ross, when you're in Cincinnati, I need you to record yourself talking to some Bengal fans. You gotta one up Ed's McDonald's pit.
And that literally was a one-time deal. I will tell you, legit.
Yeah, I believe
He
you. I
got
believe you.
lucky.
I
He got
100% believe you. Yeah, of course. All right, but Ross, you have to go talk some shit to Bengal fans and record it, and we'll play it next week. It'll be amazing. I know you're gonna do a fantastic job, and
Okay.
you'll get your job back.
I'll do my
Thank
best.
you.
Hopefully, I'm not too many beers deep, but you know, I'll do
It's
my
even
best.
better if you are.
Or
Yeah.
hopefully, I'm too many beers deep, right? This is the Dog
Yes.
Chug.
I want you to have fun. Yeah, this is the dog
Just,
job.
hey,
Have fun. Yeah, Roger. What?
Ross, just use the latch on your hotel room door. Make sure that you implement that
Oh,
extra
yeah.
security while you're there.
Actually, while he's mentioning it, yeah, you better be careful that weekend. Because holy shit, there's some crazy stuff going on.
Appreciate
Crazy.
it, Roger.
All right. While we're all on, we love to do this. Who is going to be the MVP on Sunday? Kelly, we're going to start with you because you are our feature guest.
I am gonna throw a shot in the dark, and since I got a lot of hate for this, I'm gonna say Baker Mayfield because I got after I was on your show, people feel like I didn't like Baker. I bought Baker Mayfield jersey for my kids. I have a Baker Mayfield jersey. I'm gonna say BakerMayfield. I'm gonna throw it out with one shoulder. He's going to be the MVP.
Are
Period.
you
Drop it.
claiming they had repercussions from being on the show and talking anti?
And I'm gonna drink another shot to it. I'm gonna say it's Baker. It's Baker. I'm going Baker.
Yeah, but I'm asking a question. Did you receive, negative feedback from
Yes, I did.
from
And I honestly felt like that wasn't fair because I told my honest opinion, and I love Baker. I'm a Baker fan.
yeah,
I'm a Browns fan, and whoever's my quarterback is my
as are all of us.
Yes.
But there's literally 4 people watching. So who gave shit to you about?
Oh,
talking
I
against
got
their
a little feedback on there, like people talking mad shit to me
The
about
kids,
Baker. I was
actually,
like,
Andy, the kids haven't looked at her the same since. The kids haven't looked at her the same.
All right,
like people
are we
were
doing this
talking
shot, Kelly?
shit to me.
Kelly.
Andy, you get her drunk and then you tell her to stop going on. I gotta clean up this mess now. I
Here we
gotta
go.
clean up this mess.
That was the whole plan tonight, Ed, is to get her drunk and for you to have to deal.
Yeah, I mean, you asked us like a couple months ago, how can you help me get laid with my wife? This is it. This is our plan. We're trying.
You want it off the couch, you're off the couch.
All right. Okay. I have to come up with an answer. I was absolutely going to go Baker Mayfield because I think he's going to go off. So who's he going to go off to then is the next question. I'm going to go Donovan Peoples-Jones because he's on my fantasy team and I need a miracle.
I like that. I like that.
Ed, what do you think? MVP, who's going to be?
Odell Beckham.
Uh,
He's not kicked off.
Really? I'm giving you the tag team
No,
right now.
that's a joke. It was a joke. Bad joke. No, it's going to be Rashard Higgins. It's going to be Hollywood Higgins. The red carpet treatment goes down to Cincinnati. Browns win 29-24. You can't put it on the board.
Right.
Yes.
Roger.
Well, Kelly took Baker from me, and he's gonna. Baker Mayfield's gonna have a game of the season this week. You took DPJ from Michigan from me, so I'm gonna go with Nick Chubb because Nick Chubb didn't look good this past week. He didn't look ready. He didn't look like he was ready to come back. He may have needed another week. I'm going to go with Nick Chubb to be the MVP. He's going to have 165 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns.
Wow. I just want to say, like, I think my memory, which might have been impaired, I think he was having a pretty solid game. The problem was maybe they stopped going to him.
Yeah,
Right.
but he didn't look like Nick Chubb. You know, he got dragged down from behind. He didn't have the extra gear. The line wasn't blocking for him. He just didn't look like Nick Chubb, you know, and he still looked fabulous, but he wasn't Nick Chubb like we know Nick Chubb. So I think this week he's going to show up.
He's going to return, for 165. Got it. Ross, what say you?
I'm going with Felton here. I think he's due for his punt return touchdown,
Whoa.
and then he's going to fill the void of losing a receiver.
Okay. So you think he's going to have a great game and return a punt for a touchdown?
Yes.
Ross thinks we should go to the metric system.
I did not say anything about the metric system. I'm pro America. I'm pro yards.
You like yards? Yeah. I'm a yard kind of guy too.
All right. If Demetric Felton has a touchdown in any way, let's just call it any way, punt, kick, Jesus, I'm so drunk right now.
That fireball gets you.
Yeah, the fireball does get you. Let's all jump onto a chat and let's all do a shot in celebration.
Okay, I'm down. Let's go.
We're gonna do that. Not now,
Hey.
no, only when he.
This is all I have left. Roger, respect
I got beer.
me right now. This is all I
You got
got.
beer? Are you gonna, Roger? Are you gonna chug that beer?
I got Ricky Bobby juice.
Let's move Roger into the feature. Roger, will you chug that beer to cement a Browns win on Sunday?
I guess I have to. I got no choice, do I?
I think I put
Look
you on
like
the
I
spot.
left nothing.
Whoa, Kelly really drank that entire.
I know.
Folks.
No hold
Ed, you're welcome. Ed, you're
Yeah.
welcome. Compliment to the
I'm
dog show.
going to send you guys the bill. I'm sending you an invoice for the cleanup.
He's so full of
Get
crap.
that tighty whities
I
out.
can handle mine.
Yeah.
Can't he?
No.
Let's just see what he does when he has to funnel that beer. I'll send you a bill then.
All right,
Yeah.
Roger, let's go. Pay the piper.
Ross knows what I'm talking about.
Here he goes. He's doing it.
Whoa.
What?
Look at that.
Go, Ross.
Oh.
He's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Look at him go.
Oh, wow, there it is.
Yes.
Oh, that's my boy. Roger and me are
Wow.
best friends now.
Yeah.
He fucking brought it. What's the alcohol content in there?
What are you chugging there? Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I got it's Ricky
Yeah,
Bobby
Ed's
juice.
chugging a Mountain Dew.
This is
Yes,
Ricky.
he
This is
is.
Ricky Bobby juice right here. It's good stuff. It's
Yeah, here's what I got.
you ain't got much
And
left
I
either.
chugged a Miller Lite at the beginning of the show.
I do have one question. What's worse, Kelly with alcohol or Ed with caffeine?
Yes, I was just thinking that. Kelly,
See my friend.
Whoa.
Kelly's gonna be like-
my mind is blown. My mind is
Ross,
blown. I don't know, man.
not my
I
friend
don't know.
anymore.
Kelly's gonna be like, Ed, come to bed. He's gonna be like, I'm fucking vacuuming.
Oh my god.
All hopped up on fucking Mountain Dew.
You're back. Yeah.
And I don't like your hat anymore, Ross, by the way.
Well, you got to see my fro.
No, love it.
Well,
Love
whatever.
it.
You're talking shit. I don't like it.
No, it's all good.
You used to be
wasn't-
my friend, but you're
he
not
wasn't
anymore.
She
Fucking-
gets like this. She's gonna get mad. Thanks, Andy. She gets happy, then she gets mad. She's gonna take. We're gonna talk about the Browns later, and she's gonna
And
misinterpret
we're
something
gonna
I say.
scream at each other because we don't agree.
No,
What?
you misinterpret and misread. I'm telling
What
you,
don't-
Andy.
Hold
I'm
on,
in trouble.
Ed. I will arbitrate this. Jesus Christ. What, Kelly? What don't you agree on?
Wait, what?
It'll be
What?
everything later.
Ed,
Everything.
please shut your mouth. Kelly,
Ed's
what-
annoying.
Yeah, obviously, but you love him anyway. I love Ed. He's annoying, sure. What
I
don't
love
you
him from
agree?
the couch more sometimes.
Oh, stop it. What don't you agree with Ed on?
That I'm right and he's not.
All right. You're being very dismissive right now. I don't like it.
No, don't fill his head up.
You filled your body with Fireball, and now I got to deal with it, Andy. I wouldn't ask her any more questions.
For it, Ed.
She's gonna. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I think Kelly's just gonna pass out. It's gonna be fine. You're
Yeah, that's probably true. That's
Hey guys, as account executive, we already have gone 50% over our time limit.
Thank you, Ross.
Yeah, so we might have to wrap this show up, but if you want to keep filming after this, we can start a Patreon, and those Patreon members can see the Ed versus Kelly showdown that's about to go down.
Let's all do one quick final thoughts, and then we'll end this for the 0 people that are still watching. Roger, final thoughts.
I think that the season's going to turn around today. I think the albatross is off around the neck of the entire team. I don't care what anybody says. I think Jarvis Landry, and I was fucking hard on him Sunday, and I think Andy got pissed at me. I think Jarvis Landry was stuck in the middle of a feud there, and I just think the Browns are going to play free and loose, kind of like they did last year during the Cincinnati game. And I just think that there was a cancer in the locker room that nobody wanted to see, and I think we're going to see the Browns that we saw and the Baker Mayfield that we saw last year, starting with the Cincinnati second half last year.
Fucking awesome. Kelly, final thoughts.
I think that the Bengals are better than we thought they were, and we're actually going to be better now without Odell. Our offense is going to be better, and I look for Burrow to be sacked a few times from Clowney and
Garrett.
Yeah. There you go. That's what happens when you drink a whole thing of Fireball.
Love it. Final thoughts from me. I absolutely think we're going to have Kelly and Ed on every week from now on. They're going to be a permanent fixture of the Dawg Chug. This has been phenomenal. I am sorry that we're like 40 minutes over, but this has been 40 minutes of some of the most hilarious content that we've ever created. So fantastic. Kelly, I'm going to send you Fireball, and we're going to chug Fireball. It's phenomenal.
Ed will love that and hated it. It just depends at the time.
Ed, final comments.
First comment, help. And no matter how bad Berea is right now, later on tonight, I don't think it's going to even compare to what's going to transpire. Help.
Ross, what says you?
I'm with Roger. We can only go up from here. Albatross is out of the room. 4-4. We can only go up from here. And the division is still in our grasp.
Wow.
Can I just ask how much Fireball he had? I just want to know, because I know I'm fucking wasted.
Ross, how much Fireball have you had tonight?
0.
He said 0.
Okay, that's just how you talk. I love you, but I'm just wondering. Ed, keep your producer gig.
We got to feed the children. It's all about the children. It's always about the children, everything we do.
And with that, this has been our stupidest episode of the Dawg Chug, but it's also been our best episode of the Dawg Chug. For anyone that is able to endure the 100-minute runtime, which
thanks,
sorry,
Ross.
Hey, Roger, I love you. Me and you are besties now.
I'm glad we met.
When we envisioned this show, we envisioned a shit show, and this has been our shittiest shit show yet, which
I love it.
So good. Roger, say something to like take us out. Oh, actually, I have one more thing I need to say. So say something.
Then I'll take us out. Go. I got something to take us out. Go ahead, Andy.
All right. Ed, you said to tease the thing that's going to be coming up. What is it like? Am I not allowed to announce?
Jacob, on Barking Browns tonight. After I won the shirt, thank you guys, Barking Browns. They teased that we're going to be collaborating with them during the bye week. On
so they announced it. They made the announcement.
Yeah, they did. Okay.
So we're super excited. During the Browns bye week, we're going to go from like 4 people watching us to, I don't know, like hundreds maybe.
Whatever. There was like a wedding the last time I was.
I might wear a fucking tie that night like Ed.
right, so we're gonna merge shows with the Barking Browns, who kind of brought us all together and is our inception. We're gonna do a show with like a big time podcast, which is gonna be insane because Roger and I are gonna produce the shit out of it to make sure it's zany and fucking stupid, just like this. But we're actually gonna have an audience for 1 week, which is gonna be
Let's
phenomenal.
get too tight.
I think.
I sent.
Yeah.
I sent Jacob a message today, and I told him I warned him that my dad posted on Instagram that the DM Nick and him DMing you and not including me and Ed and Russ in that DM. So I just wanted to give him a forewarning that my dad did that. Without
your
letting
dad
us
said
know. And Jacob said he spit his dinner out when he read it. He said, "You fucker, I spit my dinner out when I read that DM."
I'm sorry, my phone was cut out. Your dad's sending me dick pics. What's going on in my DMs? What's going on, Roger?
All right, let's go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
End it now.
The point is, yeah, we're gonna be on the phenomenal Barking Browns podcast.
We're gonna be on Barking Browns. That's amazing.
They literally brought us all together and created this nonsense. It's gonna be phenomenal. We're so excited. Roger, you had a thought, and then we're gonna end this nonsense. This has been our longest show yet.
I think as Cleveland Browns fans, and fuck Browns Twitter because that's a fuck show. And but I think in our hearts, Cleveland Browns fans, this is a time to pull together and support the team. And my other final thought is that I think in 10 months we're all going to be in Columbus for a christening because I think Ed's going to score tonight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm going for 2, baby. I'm going for 2.
You got me fucked up.
And on that note, go Browns!
Go Browns!
Go Browns!
Go